In the previous episode, we went under Last Light Inn, which was pretty fun. We learned a little bit about the Selûnites, or maybe put us on a different trail to go looking, I don't know, where was it? Somewhere over here. We have another place to go, basically. And then I opted to not kill Isabel, which is due to my dark urge. It wants me to kill her, and I say nay, which I just assume means that someone else is going to die to satisfy that urge, and that's going to be terrible for us. It's probably going to be Halsin. Speaking of Halsin, we also attempted to do his little protect the portal thing, but as we learned, the game didn't like that, and it crashed on us, and it sent me all the way back to the beginning of the last episode, essentially. So I've caught back up, and we're going to go ahead and long rest. So let's go to camp, get this done. I want all of my spell slots back, so that's kind of our goal here. Having fireballs seems like it would be pretty good for us during that protect the thing. Protect the portal. Hoping nothing happens here, nobody ends up dead. I mean, Volo was like sleeping there, you know. He may just show up dead. Cause you gotta remember, I'm going into this blind. I got no idea what's gonna happen. I still have not been spoiled on the game. I'm very happy about that. Though I guess it's kind of difficult to spoil a game that has so many different variations and different choices and different outcomes, right? However, I have no idea what the Dark Urge thing actually does. And I was shocked when we had that bard come to our camp and my guy just killed her, just like immediately killed her. And I was like, oh, that's a funny Dark Urge, like storyline that nobody else would see. And it's like, no, that bard comes to your camp and my guy killed her. So we just don't have her in our camp. So that's a whole other thing. It's like, Halsin may die. Someone else just may die because I refuse to kill Isabel, and that is potentially very bad for us. So we've already talked to him. I want to know what to expect.
Thaniel is trapped in the Shadowfell, but thanks to your efforts,
shouldn't I come with you? He says no.
I need you to stay here.
And then I say, you can count on me.
It took me years of Oak Father. Hear me. Aid me. Force open the jaws of darkness. Make passage for your vessel of light. It's ready. I'll return with Thaniel as soon as possible. Stay close to the portal. Buy me what time you can.
So make sure to watch the previous episode if you're coming in fresh and you don't know what he had said. All right, let's do this. So what did we learn? We learned don't cast the light, the daylight on us, because this shadow that's about to jump in here. So that one, there's one of these shadows is real bad news. This one, the Wraith, is just gonna quelch all of our light. So we want to make sure we're not letting that happen. So we're gonna kill them first. My paladin's just gonna go and wreck face. Although it looks like Gale is up first here, which honestly not so bad to have him go first. I feel like these two over here, I'm just gonna sick Karlach on. We kind of learned that was not a bad move. I really liked having the flaming sphere, but I'm afraid the flaming sphere is gonna get. So here, let's see what the Aura Vial of Oblivion does. All nearby light sources get extinguished when the Wraith is nearby. Yeah. See, that sounds like a bad idea. Does it get to go? No, the shadow is gonna go first. Then all of these other dudes are gonna run in, right? Yeah, these three over here are gonna run in, although they all have one life. I could like Cloud of Daggers them immediately and get rid of them, but I'm not entirely sure how good that is. Let's do the Cloud over here. And just hope that they take a bunch of damage and Karlach can finish them off. I think that's what we do. We're gonna move Gale back a bit. He's gonna be very crucial in what's to come with the fireball. Oh, there's a fire wine barrel there. I wonder if we can blow that up. I bet you we can. All right, these nerds all come out. Yeah, we've been there, done that. Actually, having that cloud there is not a bad idea because things are gonna run into it and just die, right? All right, Let's go ahead and get our radiant damage. I don't know why I said that like that. Oh, that shadow vestige just died. Okay, totally fine with that. We're gonna move her, as we learned, off over here. Oh, attack of opportunity. I didn't realize I was scooting past it. Yeah, it's beautiful. I don't really need to heal anybody, so I think I will just keep her here. Because like dogs and some other stuff came this way, and that having her there worked pretty well, but I may just place her up here so everything that charges the portal dies. That has 1 health, because that would be great. All right, let's end her turn. Right, Karlach, I need you to do me a solid. I need you to kill off this wraith before you do anything else. So we're gonna whack. Oh, come on. You could have gotten 1 extra in there. All right, so that is now dead, and she has the capabilities of coming over here. So we're gonna run her this way. Survival failed. Don't know what that was for. We're gonna end her turn. Now it's my turn to do my thing. My guy's gonna do his job. This is what he's built for. Or not? What was that? Oh, it's lagging. There it goes. That was odd. You would think a game like this would not lag. But it did. All right, here we go again. Let's make it a crit. Just definitely finish it off. That puts us in invisible mode, which I'm not too concerned about being in right this moment. And because these seem to be some kind of undead, maybe our allies does 2 additional radiant damage, get daze. This is my oath channel. What's my other oath? It's my vow of enmity. I think unless I get something big and bad to fight against, then it's really not worth it. Although I could click heals. And I could come over here and kill one of these guys, but is that worth it? No, I don't think so. I think it's better to leave him here. Let's use our bonus action then. And we're gonna go ahead and, where is it? I know I have haste potions. They must be in whichever bag. Was it the alchemy pouch? No, it was another bag that I had. This one? Problem is all of my stuff here has been rearranged. That one? No, that is all the alchemy stuff. No. Oh my goodness. I need to sort by type. Ah, there we go. Okay. That one? No. Spells. Potions. There we go, baby. Can I search? Is that a possibility? I wish I could just search. I thought I had more haste potion. I do. Okay. Drink. Give him haste. I actually probably should give Karlach haste as well. I gotta consider that. He has more actions here. I could go clear these guys out real quick. You know what? Let's do it. That's not a bad idea. Because I get the extra movement speed, so I don't have to use my other thing there. Beautiful. All right, now let's pop up this a little bit. Cool. Enter. I think I may use my paladin to just protect Gale. Because the moment that all of this starts popping out here, yeah, as you can see, like Shadowheart should be able to do quite a lot here. Karlach doesn't get to go yet. Those guys also have 1 HP. These things are all real low. I think Karlach is gonna do her job coming up next here. Ooh, what's this? Where's this shadow at? Nowhere. That's not great. Let's throw this flaming sphere down. And then we will use the sphere. Where is it at in the thing? Oh, is it not going to get to move? All right, that's fine. And turn. Oh, you know what? I'm totally okay with them attacking the sphere. That works for me. All right, she can absolutely wreck a bunch of crap, but I think the way to do this is to utilize a dash here. So we're going to dash her. All of these birds come up. I wanted to use her movement, by the way, to kill the creeper. And then I'm going to use the rest of her movement to get her up here. She's going to play blocking for all of these 1 health creatures that are going to run up here and just immediately die. Let's go ahead and use 1 heal on Gale. That was my action. We'll leave her like that. Karlach, kill this. Or almost kill him. I don't mind taking an attack of opportunity here. Oh, I don't even need to. Beautiful. And turn there. That is now in melee, so they have a disadvantage on their attack roll, though I think that shooting out a portal is probably going to have quite a lot of attack to begin with. Is my guy safe to just go ham here? Probably. I mean, I can go kill off this. It's gonna invisible me, so I can come over here and smite the dog. Just gonna silence the dog. You can attack him again. Oh no, critical miss. Alright, that gets rid of that. I still have a bonus action that I can utilize here. Kill off one of these. My dude is a monster. Alright, we have a Wraith going. Where's the Wraith going? Don't know. See, they don't really care about me, it seems. They just really, really want to fight the portal. They're just going all in on the portal. I should run over there and cleave. That's my paladin, actually. That's not a bad idea. I wonder if it's possible to cleave. Smite cleave. I don't think it is, so that would be cool, though. I was hoping the flame would, like, illuminate the Wraith. The Wraith is, like, nowhere to be seen. So freaking cool using her to do that. She's just a beacon of damage right now. I mean, I guess you could do the same thing with the Cloud of Daggers, right? Let's pop this up here. See if we can find that Wraith. I'm hunting. Can I light this brazier on fire? Oh, there's a Mastiff here that I didn't see before. Kill it. Set it aflame. All right, well, end the flame's turn. Oh my goodness. Top of the round. Bunch of crap here. It's time, baby. We are just gonna try. I think we can hit all of it if I do this right. He just did so much damage. That's insane. Good job, Gale. You're doing your job. Got a couple more Wraiths in the shadow. Or a Wraith and at least the shadow. I'm gonna move her in. Kill that off. Move her back up. And she can start popping dudes off from here, I think. How do I want to do this? I'm not sure. I feel like I can get a spiritual weapon out there, but like how good is that really gonna be? Not super great. I think what I do is I just sacred flame some stuff. There was the Mastiff here. I could hit the Mastiff. I could absolutely kill one of these guys, which is probably good. Let's get this one guaranteed dead. Yeah, then we just end her turn.
This is gonna feel good.
And now it's Karlach's turn. Kinda wreak some havoc. She's gonna get 3 attacks in. Oh my goodness, why didn't you kill that one? Your damage. It needs to go get boosted. She can run over here though, so the Rangers get disadvantage. Cool. Alright, my guy's turn. Oh my goodness, there's so many things here. Oh, how do I want to do this? Target is blocked. Odd. Is it because I'm where I'm at? They haven't activated yet, so they're not gonna attack of opportunity me. Oh, there's like a tree here that's blocking my fire breath. I mean, I can hit all 3 of these guys with fire breath. And I rarely use it, so I may as well. Cool, and then we can pop off, because we've killed one. Do a little smite on this one. Goodness. He is kind of insane. I just killed so much stuff. All right, Mastiff's gonna pop up. He's gonna get bopped by... Oh, I was hoping it would kill it. You never know. You know, get a critical hit or something. Oh, jeez. That was so good. Oh, I love these nerds just running into her aura and just dying. These wraiths are gonna prove a problem in a moment, though. Can I hit that guy? Oh, 10 damage. I was hoping it would do more than that. All right, here they come. Then we're gonna have even more spawn in, right? How many more rounds do I have of this? I haven't been paying attention. It had a thing before that was saying it. I'm sure it'll say it after all their turns. Oh, they're all grouped up there. I got another fireball I can pop. Oh no, not freaking Vile Oblivion again. Oh, and he's saved on Spirit Guardians. Oh no. That life drain, what does it do? Hit point maximum reduced by 2d8. Creature will die if its hit point maximum is reduced to 0. Well, I think this is a great fireball target right here. So let's go ahead and do that. Goodness. And my goodness, my guy, you are in such a bad spot here. I'm gonna move you so you don't get whacked. Okay. He still has a counter spell up, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. It's obviously something there. All right, it's popped up. She lost her concentration, which is very unfortunate because the Spirit Guardians is so good. I kind of feel like I need to put it back on, so we'll do that. Radiant, go. I mean, she just did like over 20 damage there between these two guys, so I think that's worth it. We'll put a spiritual weapon out too. Let's do an axe. And my axe. And we'll end her turn. Can my paladin go yet? So, oh, he's lethargic. Crap is. I knew it. I said this in the previous episode. I'm gonna have to wait to use it until later in the combat encounter because 5 rounds he would have it. I didn't even pay attention to myself in the last episode. I should have. I feel like I need to get in here and kill at least one of them. Let's make it reckless. Okay, and then she can pop off a bit. We need most of these as low as possible. So I'm gonna spread the damage out a little bit. I probably should have charged one with higher health actually, because then they'll run into the aura and die. Ideally, which he just did 5 damage with his staff. 6 actually. That's impressive. If I move this thing up here, is it gonna extinguish? This is my question. Not yet. Target can't be incorporeal. Okay. There we go. Hit it. Get rid of the pup. Really, it did 1 damage. Alright, good to know. Alright, I need my paladin back over here. We got some issues with wraiths, and this is what he's built for. Shield blow. Immune to prone. Okay, well that would have been good to know. I suppose it makes sense though. It is an incorporeal target. Alright, here they all die. Bam. 19 damage on that one. Oh, attack of opportunity did it on that guy. This guy's gonna die to it too. It's so good. Yeah. I have disadvantage here, unfortunately, but most of these are really bad to hit. Not great damage either. I mean, I could just pop another fireball. Why not? What's the point of not, like, I could kill 3 things here with it. Or I could kill 2 and damage 1. Yeah, dog's dead. This is at 26. That guy's dead. End turn. There's another wraith. Oh my goodness. Oh, but it died. Oh, freaking. That ability is so good. Oh my goodness, that ability is so good. All right, can we, like, walk up and smack him? Ooh, critical hit. You go, girl. And your turn.
Fire, baby.
Do we have any guys left down here? I guess so. I think it's almost better for her to jump up here and kill the wraith. I'm totally fine with that. It's not like they're taking damage. This. Oh no, jump. All right, because my guy can kill that guy. I mean, heck, she might even be able to kill that guy. Let's pop off. Oh, I missed. Oh, how cool would have that been? That would have been so flashy. It would have been extra, as the kids would call it. Where's my bonus action to attack? I have a bonus action. It's not gonna let me do it. Hey, hey, hey! Oh, I leveled up.
Open up. On my way.
That was incredible. I'm so pleased with this, how it's gone. We've literally killed everything. Oh my goodness, we did it. Like, beautifully.
It's done. I have him. But something's wrong. Dreadfully wrong. No. It can't be.
Is he dead? We need to get Thaniel someplace safe, or the shadow curse is as strong as ever. Your plan has failed. No, we need to get him someplace safe.
Yes. I'll bring him back to camp. He'll be safest with us. I need to examine him. I need to understand what's wrong. It's almost like something's missing from him.
Like his soul?
Come see us when you can.
Well then. All of us except Shadowheart leveled up, and she's gonna level up in like no time. That was very fun. That was a cool encounter. I like that they had the balls to do something like that, where it's like, we're gonna send waves of things at you. It's an interesting thing too here.
Sense of fading
Oh, I forgot
echo
that those
of
have
the
that.
person who once was a dockhand. He did not ask for this.
Some just like actual gear that we can go sell. So, Dungeons and Dragons, the game, has many editions. It started way back in the day, and every edition has basically, I'm doing like a brief history lesson here. Each edition has changed the game in some way, either improving it or, in many people's opinions, making it worse. But overall, they were just trying to do different stuff and try to be iterative with it. Whether or not that works, that's something not for me to say. I'm not here to
Something good here.
to have commentary on that at this moment. But in a previous edition of the game, we're currently on 5th edition, and in 4th edition, it might have also been in 3rd, but I know it was in 4th. There was the idea of horde enemies. Basically, am I encumbered? I think I might be, but I'm totally okay with that. If I could just like get a bunch of loot here. Basically, you have an enemy. It has like 1 health. You just need you just need to do any damage to it, and it will die. It's like, okay, cool. I get that idea. It means that you can have 100 zombies come at you, and as long as you are able to deal damage to it, then you'll clear them. But the point of that encounter may not be like, hey, do a bunch of damage. It may just be survive like this. Just survive for a couple rounds before someone can come and save you. So it made for interesting encounters. It made for very fun encounters. We're gonna send this to Shadowheart. Because you had to consider in these moments, like, okay, let's actually, you know what I'm gonna do here? I'm just gonna switch to Karlak and loot all this while we go. It'll make it a lot easier.
That might be worth
May as well dig this up. So, yeah, you have to think of it differently. Like, oh, I could do Fireball. It's like, well, Fireball's a pretty high level spell. Is it worth it to use one of your Fireballs here? Or could you just do like a Cloud of Daggers and do a bunch of stuff? Or a Flaming Spear that could do like, you know, AoE damage around it, even if it's just 1 damage, like it's all good. And that makes you look at your spells and what you have available to you in a completely different way. Suddenly fire arrows become really good, or lightning arrows, or anything that does like a large AoE to hit enemies becomes significantly better in these encounters. And you have to consider that at any point you may come across an encounter like this. And that was the fun thing about that. And people like, her love for it was like a plum. I'm not going to read that book. Or maybe I should. Maybe we should. Let's read it. We'll read this in just a moment. But yeah, you had to consider this in different ways, and you had to be prepared for it, especially like if you're fighting undead through a campaign. It's like, well, we're probably going to come across zombies, which all are going to have 1 health. Like, you can also do interesting things with it. It's like a bunch of peasants are attacking you. But there's thousands of them, and you have to escape, and it's like they're piling in on you. Like, that's kind of an interesting concept for an encounter, and they did it here. They did it in this encounter, and I really like that. It was very, very fun. It was well designed, and people like Matt Colville, who is kind of more of a prolific person in the tabletop RPG scene, is leaning that way too, where he brought that idea back in a big way in a couple of his videos that he does on YouTube. And it's like, this idea of the horde monster is awesome, and I want to see more of it. It worked really well in that instance, and it would work, like I said, in cases that makes sense, like zombies and whatnot. All right, her love for it was like a plum. It grew so sweet within her tum, and with a wiggle of her bum, she set right out to see love done. A curse had made the land its lair. It lay o'er like willow hair, all like willow hair. Wow, that was the word. Oh, it could strip the body bare, so filled the people with despair. A shadow curse without a light, yet she would kindle romance bright. And so in moony dark of night, she went to it, bereft of fright, and hugged the curse, the wicked blight. Her love for it was like a plum, then so sharply pain did come, it chewed her flesh like scrumptious gum. She trickled, she burst, she started to run. Okay, thanks, game. Carla, can you finish the rest of this? We gotta go. We got so much stuff to sell. Oh, now she's encumbered. Okay, cool. Are we going to be able to travel while encumbered? Is this a thing? I love it. This ain't no Skyrim, you know what I mean? We can just do all that stuff. I'm going to have her get rid of her crap first, and then we'll get rid of my stuff.
There's more where that came from.
I sold a pair of boots to that traitor. Can't believe it.
Oh, I see. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do.
Bloody arm.
See if there's anything in
Yeah,
it.
let me see your wares.
Don't know when the next blow might land.
How much gold? She's got plenty of gold. Let's just get rid of all this. We're going to blow through her gold reserve. We are definitely going to have to go to another vendor when we get to my dude's stuff. Oh, goodness. Okay, so let's get rid of all their armors. I think that's worth getting rid of. The rings, those. I want to keep that shovel. What's this? Oh, right, the bell. Forgot about the bell. Man, I forgot to use that bomb. You could use that on that encounter too. That would have been pretty good, huh? I feel like probably get rid of the great swords, right? Yeah. And she's real low on money. I could get rid of the great club. Let's get rid of that. I haven't sold really anything since I was over at the nurses, so we can get rid of their crap. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that. We'll hold on to the rest. I just needed to not be encumbered anymore.
Take care now.
You know how it is. Just needed not to be encumbered. Okay. Well, I feel like that was a very successful encounter.
Never mind.
That went just about as well as I could have hoped. Let's level up, shall we? Let's get everybody leveled up. Ooh, subclass feature. What was that? Relentless Avenger. If you are hit, or if you hit an enemy with an opportunity attack, your movement speed is increased by 15% or 15 feet on your next turn. This is different than the actual game. I've not seen this in Baldur's Gate yet, but in D&D, at least the last time I played a paladin, it was you could follow the target. So if you did an attack of opportunity, you would be able to follow it for like 15 feet or something like that. I can also do multi-classing. Not going to do that. We get level 2 spell slot, which is great, right? Gives us another smite. Do I want to change out any of my spells? Pretty happy with what we got going on. I mean, Lesser Restoration would be pretty good, but it's a level 2 spell. No, I think I'm pretty happy with this. Where's our health go up to? 53, heck yeah. Feeling pretty good about that. Karlach, baby, what you got? 68 health. Feral Instinct. You have honed your instincts to the utmost degree. You gain +3 bonus to initiative and can't be surprised. Yeah, she's easy to level up. She's also a monster. Between my paladin and her, they do 99% of the work. Although Fireball, I can't deny it. Fireball has been really good. He just got level 4 spell slots. So we got level 4 spells to consider here. This is going to take a while. It's going to make up for the last 2. Banishment. Banish your target to another plane of existence. It's pretty good. Lasts for 2 turns. Blight. Plants take maximum damage from the spell and have disadvantage on saving throws against it. It does 8 to 64 necrotic damage. It's pretty good. No effects on undead and constructs. Good to know. Confusion. Befundle a group of creatures, causing them to attack at random, wander around aimlessly, and occasionally skip turns in stupor. Conjure Minor Elemental. Conjure a Minor Elemental to fight alongside you. Damn, that sounds awesome. And it is not, I repeat, it is not a concentration spell. Dimension Door. Teleport yourself and up to 1 adjacent ally to a place you can see. Avard's Black Tentacles. Tentacles sprout from the ground, turning the area into difficult terrain, attacking and smothering creatures within. It lasts for 10 turns. It is concentration. 20-foot radius, 60-foot range. 3 to 18 damage. Fire Shield. So wreath your body in flames that shed light in 10-foot radius, provide resistance to fire or cold damage, and retaliate against melee attacks. Lasts for 10 turns. Greater Invisibility. Turn a creature invisible. Attacks against it have disadvantage. Its attacks have advantage. Ice Storm. Impel a storm of hail and ice to crash from the sky, covering the ground, striking all objects and creatures within range. Lasts for 2 turns. 20-foot radius, 60-foot range. It's pretty good. Autoluke's Resilient Sphere. Enclose a target in a sphere of shimmering force, reducing its movement speed by half and blocking all incoming and outgoing damage. Target can't be of huge in size. You can't do it on like a huge dragon or something like that. Phantasmal Killer. Haunt a creature with its worst nightmares. It takes 4 to 40 psychic damage per turn. Cannot move. Has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. Lasts for 10 turns. Wisdom save. Concentration though. Goodness, that's so good. It is delayed damage. Man, I really like that. Polymorph. Transform a creature into a harmless sheep. It's funny that they've gone the World of Warcraft route with this. Polymorph in World of Warcraft turns them into just a critter, right? Sheep. Yeah, you can change the spell nowadays to be like, I'm gonna change it into something else. I don't know, a squirrel. I haven't played in a while, so I don't remember all the options. But polymorph in D&D is not like that. Polymorph in D&D is you change a creature you turn something into a creature of your choice. So you could like polymorph somebody into like a giant gorilla or into a unicorn or maybe not unicorn because I don't think a unicorn is like a beast. I think it has to be a beast or like a T-Rex. I'm going to polymorph you into a T-Rex. And it's insane. I'm glad that that they went more simple here, but at the same time, I'm disappointed because I was kind of looking forward to the potential of getting some ridiculous polymorphs. Stone Skin. Turn a creature's flesh hard as stone. It takes only half the damage of all non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slash damage. Yep. Wall of Fire creates a blazing wall of fire, burning anyone who dares stand too close. 60-foot range. Wall of Fire is great. Animate Dead, create undead servant from a corpse. Bestow Curse. Oh, these are all level 3s, huh? I really like Phantasmal Killer. It's a level 4 spell. Part of me really wants to get either, where is it at? Wall of Fire or Conjure Minor Elemental. I think both of those are pretty good. That's a toughie. It's really hard to kind of determine what I want to do here. I have a lot of single target stuff. Like this is an insane single target, and my AoE is Fireball, but I don't have enough spell slots really for that. Ice Storm may be a pretty good option as well. I feel like I need another AoE. So I'm going to opt to take Phantasmal Killer instead of Minor Elemental. And Wall of Fire is pretty good. It means that we can play control and we can block some things in. But Ice Storm also is pretty good. Ice Storm is a 20-foot radius. I don't know what Fireball is, but let's go look. What is the Fireball radius? Where are you at? 60-foot range. Does not say. Yeah, I kind of want to do Wall of Fire. That sounds more fun. So that's what we're going to do. Well, that was a long level up, but it's always going to be for him. Shadowheart literally is like 1 experience away. No, 101. We're close. We're close with her. Let's save.
Everything.
Actually, I think I've learned my lesson. We're not just going to quick save. As soon as it's done. Syncing. Waiting. Hold. We're just going to full on save. I think this will be better. We're 38 hours into this game. My goodness. My goodness. We're definitely not at that many episodes, right? Oh, what episode are we on? I haven't really been keeping track. I just kind of get the details done. Let's see. This episode that we did before is 32. You know what? We're doing pretty good, I would say. We're doing pretty good. I guess, what do? I think what I do is I go back to camp and I swap somebody out for Asterion because Asterion wanted to go talk to Raphael, and I think that's what we're going to go do.
Copper for your thoughts.
Sure. She ain't got nothing to say. Okay, fine. So I guess I leave Gale behind for this part, and I could level up Asterion real quick. It's not going to take very long, so let's leave Gale behind.
I know well the pain of seeing your life's hourglass running empty. Grasping at any means of slowing the grains as they slip inexorably through your fingers. Karlach's fate may be ordained, but her actions are not. She will make each breath count. You can be sure of that.
Wise. Very wise, buddy.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, I need you to stay here.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it.
Yep.
I'll be here in the meantime.
I know. I do also question the wisdom of that decision. I think the wisdom of that decision is going to be really based upon what Asterion actually wants to do with Raphael. He's the one who wanted to go, right?
So, the untouchable Karlach is untouchable no more. I'd shake her hand, but she can still snap me in two, so probably safest to skip it.
Yeah, ideal. I need him.
Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
All right, let's also check our inventory, right? Because he had a bunch of crap that I had gotten. So Shrouded in Shadow. This is a class action. What is it? Invisible. So I can either make him invisible with that helmet, or I can give him this one. While obscured, the number you need to roll crit is reduced by 1. That's pretty good, isn't it? What else had I gotten for him? At least I thought I had gotten some other stuff for him. Here's like these bracers, 2 weapon fighting. Make an attack with your offhand weapon. You can add your ability modifier to the damage of the attack. Yeah, I think we're gonna give him these. What gloves is he currently using? You can intercept missiles. Yeah, well, he's dual wielding right now, so I would really like to get the modifier on his second attack. Oh yeah, there's also these poison gloves. Man, I give so many cool things to rogues. Let's give him this ring, +1 AC while he's obscured, which is pretty good. Did I have another ring somewhere? Thought I did. It might be on Gale. That's fine. Do I have any boots for him? I feel like I stripped him before we played the last time. Oh, let's actually click on Asterion, shall we? Where dashes, takes some action during combat to gain momentum. I think we're gonna give him that. I don't really have much else for him. I was kind of hoping I had more, but maybe I'm just missing it. Okay, that's fine. So let's level him up, please. Health increased. He also gets evasion. Your agility lets you dodge out of the way of certain spells. When a spell or effect would deal half damage on a successful dexterity saving throw, it deals no damage if you succeed and only half damage if you fail. So basically, if he gets fireballed and he fails, he's only ever going to take half damage. If he gets fireballed and he succeeds, he takes no damage. Beautiful. Very, very good. Let's also hide that helmet. Cool. I mean, he looked cool, but I kind of want to be able to see his expressions and whatnot. Let us rest. Get everything back. I blew a lot of stuff there, but I think it was worth it. Anything gonna happen? Nobody gonna get murdered in the middle of the night? I feel like it's a gamble every time I rest. Eventually Withers is gonna die or something, you know? Something bad. Something I don't want to happen. Right, okay, so now we're here. So now we can go back over here, right? Is that where it was at? Where Raphael was at? Oh, am I not able to quick travel? Oh, that's right. I forgot I couldn't quick travel over there. Did I have a quest? It's down there. Rescue the tieflings. Don't want to kill her. All right, let's hit J. I'd completed. Okay, lift the shadow curse. Speak to Halsin. Right, I forgot. We got to go speak to Halsin in the camp. We were just there. Investigate the Masons Guild. I don't know where this is. Show on map. It's going to show me? No, it's not. So, oh, Masons Guild. Oh, okay. So while I'm on my way over there, I guess I can investigate the Masons Guild. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. Let's quickly go back to camp. Oh my goodness, it's like I'm all over the place. Let's run up over here. We'll talk to Halsin. Wow, the owlbear just scared me. Made a funny noise. Where is Halsin? Oh, is he over in his side? It shows the, oh, there he is. Okay. It's like it shows the marker, but he's not there.
I should speak up.
Let's see what he has to say about the kid.
Thaniel is resting, but it's no easy slumber. I discovered what's wrong with him. The shadows rendered him in two when they bore him away to the Shadowfell. Half of his essence remained here, amidst the curse. What stayed behind would have been the strongest part of him. But after all these years left in the darkness, corruption must have taken hold.
Tell me how I can help.
It's both simple and not. We need to find Thaniel's missing half and make him whole again. Only the missing half may not come willingly. The curse will have sunk its tendrils deep, twisting Thaniel's essence into something else.
Any ideas on how to find this missing half? You're sending me to look for a needle in a haystack in the dark. Once Thaniel's essence is found, what then? I met a sort of shadow child before, a little boy named Oliver around Thaniel's age.
And you saw this boy yourself? That can't be a coincidence, but we need to be sure. And I truly mean we, if you wish. Every moment counts, and I've asked much of you already without being at your side.
All right, leave it to me.
This doesn't have to be your burden alone. Every moment counts, and I've asked much of you already without
Yeah, I know.
being at your side.
You just said that.
If you want me, I'm yours. Against the curse, against the absolute. Anything.
Wait, did we just like get a companion?
Just say the word.
Okay. That's a twist I did not see coming.
Seems your ranks are quite.
Okay. I'm a little speechless. I've never had a game do that before. Where it's like, this character is clearly just an NPC in your camp.
Yes.
Sorry, buddy. You... Oh, no, I did the wrong thing.
Need something?
No, you need to stay here.
Hurt.
Because I'm going to do Halsin's thing first, and then I'll grab Asterion and we'll go back and talk to Raphael. But, like, I've never had a game do that, where they're like, here's this NPC that stays in your camp or on board your ship or blah, 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 whatever it is. You're going to talk to them every now and again. They're kind of important. And then it being like, oh, I'm your companion now.
Thaniel
What?
still suffers. There'll be no improvement until his essence is restored.
Yeah, I've met him before.
You saw this boy yourself.
I need you by my side.
Now our roots can deepen together.
Roots can deepen. You get it? 'Cause he's a druid. Oh my goodness. Well, here's the rest of the episode. Level him up. It's a freaking druid. Druids have so much stuff. Chosen subclass. Oh my goodness, I missed something there. Circle of the Moon. Okay, so he's Circle of the Moon. Druid soar into the moon, blah, blah, blah. Or I could do Circle of the Land. Circle of Spores. So land is connect to powerful magic that flows through the earth and binds all living things together. Moon is nature to transform into massive creatures and primal elements, or elementals rather. And Circle of Spores is viewing death, necrosis, fungal growth, and sporulation as just another part of life. You can manipulate such spores to augment yourself and harm foes. So basically, Circle of the Moon is what you want to do if you want to turn into cool beasts, and I want him to turn into cool beasts. So we're going to do Moon. So he gets Combat Wild Shape. As a bonus action, you can assume the form of a beast. I'm going to be reading through this real fast, so keep up. You can transform twice per short rest. That's going to go up every time he levels. Lunar Mend. Expend spell slots to regain HP while in a wild shape. His actions are Wild Shape, Badger, Spider, Wolf, and Cat. He also gains the actions of Bear, so he would not get the Bear. The Bear is really good. It can taunt. It's starting health of 30 at level freaking 2. Like, it's pretty good. Natural recovery is what you get for Circle of the Land. Replenish expended spell slots while out of combat, right? And then the Circle of Spores would get Bone Chill, Halo of Spores, and Symbiotic Entity. But yeah, we want the bear. We want to be able to transform into a freaking bear because that's awesome. Prepared spells. None of that's going to matter in a moment. We're just going to level up all through this anyways. He's going to get all the way to level 7. Then we'll choose all of his spells. Okay, so he gets a level 1 spell slot, level 2 spell slots unlocked. Spells, yeah, cool. We're just going to go ahead and go to the next one. Do it level 4. He's gained a cantrip. He's gained a level 2 spell slot. He's gained a Deep Wrath. Assume the shape of a Deep Wrath that casts dancing lights and charges its enemies. The Deep Wrath has a starting health of 23 HP and increases every 2 druid levels. He also has a Dire Raven, which means that he can fly around, can blind enemies, has 13 HP. New feat available. Right. Let's get his cantrip first. Guidance is not bad. Actually, guidance would be nice because then we could take him in place of someone like Shadowheart, but I mean, if you think about it, Shadowheart's just been a monster. She's so good at healing. Man, I don't quite know what to do with him here. Gain proficiency in 3 skills. No. Warcaster allows him advantage on saving throws to maintain concentration. Is he going to have many concentration spells that we're using? I suppose possibly. Flame Blade. Ooh. Gust of Wind. Like, let's count the level 2s here. What's a concentration? No. Passive Adaptation is. Flaming Sphere is. So that's 2, 3, 4. Moonbeam's pretty good. 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 8 in level 2 alone. And Moonbeam, call down a beam, damages any creature that enters the beam, starts its turn in light. You can use action, move the beam 60 feet. Is he able to be casting those things while... I mean, no, because he's going to be using his spell slots to heal himself. That's another thing to consider. This is a tough one. I think the best thing to do is probably just go with the ability modifier improvement, right? I can increase his wisdom and be done with it. Charger, you gain charge, weapon attack, and charge shove. He's not going to be charging, although that's pretty good. I could give him lucky. It's also not bad. What's mobile? Movement speed increases and difficult terrain doesn't slow you down when you dash. If you move after making a melee attack, you don't provoke opportunity attacks. It's also pretty good. I'm torn between Warcaster because he has a lot of concentration spells. Warcaster and the ability improvement. Let's look at the ability improvement. So he's currently +3 with wisdom. If I move that up to an 18, he can get that up to a +4. And then with his dexterity, it's at 14. This is a +2. I don't think a 15 is going to give him a +3. I think a 13 in charisma also doesn't do it. So I can move his wisdom up to 19, but really, is that making too big of a difference? No, not really. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go Warcaster. We're going to do Warcaster. Drew at level 5. All right, what do we get now? Level 3 spell slots. Wild Strike. You can make an additional attack after making an unarmed strike while in wild shape. He's just like another Karlach at this point. He's going to get Call Lightning. So good. Daylight, we know. Feign Death, we know. Plant Growth. Make weeds burst from the ground and smother an area. Creatures moving through the weeds have their movement speed quartered. Protection from energy and Sleet Storm. Okay. He's currently level 5. Again, I'm not messing with the spells until we get him up to level 7, so we got one more to go. Yeah, actually, he may only be level 6, so I may want to do it on this one. Because Shadowheart's only level 6. Level 3 spell slots. Primal Strike. When in beast form, your attacks count as magical for the purposes of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical damage. It's so good. He's going to gain Panther. And he's going to gain Owlbear. He can freaking transform into an owlbear. Just like the movie. Can't do that in the actual game. All right, let's get rid of all his prepared spells. I'm going to go at this from the perspective of let's do cool things. Call Lightning, concentration, right? I have Warcaster, may as well do concentration. Does he have Fairy Fire anywhere? That would be great. Fog Cloud, Entangle, Fairy Fire. Let's get him Fairy Fire. He has Lesser Restoration, which is not bad. I think we should do that. Enhance Ability. Bark Skin is pretty good. Heat Metal is great. We're going to grab Heat Metal. Going to get Moonbeam. That's also good. I don't need another hold person. We will give him a Cure Wounds and Healing Word, just in case. Good Berry's not super great for us at the moment. We're not going to be able to utilize it that much. Flame Blade. Conjure a Flaming Scimitar in your hand. He's not going to ever use that. Gust of Wind. Summon a strong wind that clears clouds and pushes creatures back 17 feet, forcing them off balance. I mean, Gust of Wind is great if I'm near a ledge and I want to kill a bunch of stuff. Spike Growth. Shape a piece of ground into hard spikes. Movement is halved. A creature walking on the spikes takes 2 to 8 piercing damage for every 5 feet it moves. Lasts 100 turns, 20-foot radius, 60-foot distance. I think maybe I add Sleet Storm in there, because it disrupts the concentration of spellcasters, douses fires, and creates an icy surface. And then the final thing, maybe I do another level 1. I've got a bunch of level 2s and 3s. I mean, I do have a few level 1s too. I think, if I'm not going to take Gust of Wind, I think I'd take Thunder Wave. Alright, and he does have a level 7. He's going to gain a level 4 spell slot. Yep. And we gain some spells there. What are his level 4 spells? Freedom of movement. Stamp an ally out of any stun. Difficult terrain can't slow them down. And they can't be magically paralyzed or restrained. Stone Skin. Turn to creatures. Stone. Right. We already read that one. That was before one. Conjure Minor Elemental. Conjure Woodland Being. Grasping Vine. That's pretty good. Confusion. Dominate Beast. Make a beast fight alongside you. Ice Storm. Wall of Fire. Blight. And Polymorph. Let's get rid of that Ice Knife, because that's what it automatically gave us. I think Grasping Vine might be pretty good. I kind of like the idea of conjure a elemental, because I think on level 8 we're gonna get the ability to turn into an elemental, so that would be kind of a fun thing. Let's do that. I think that's the case. I don't know when he can, but he will eventually be able to turn into an elemental. Okay, finally. Oh my goodness. Okay, leave camp. Oh, we've been there forever. We've leveled up everybody. This episode is half of it's been leveling up.
Breathe deep.
Half of it has been leveling up, not just all of my party, but in particular Halsin and Gale. Let's go to the battlefield here.
Once you could hear nature's symphony in this place. Now it is quiet
Let me get up.
and dead.
Oh, it's up here.
I can make some animal noises if it will make you feel more at home.
This is awesome that we have Halsin as a
Bleed well enough
companion.
as it is.
All right, let's see if we can find this kid, because I murdered his whole family. He may not be happy about that. Is he back here? He is. Oliver, buddy.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Hope you don't have any
I won fair and square.
negative feelings.
There's no point in playing again. I want a challenge.
Though shrouded in shadows, the child's resemblance to Thaniel is unmistakable. This must be his dark half, warped by the curse.
Go on, find someone else to play with.
I know who you really are and where you really belong. You need to reunite with Thaniel.
Spoil sport. I'm not going back. I like it here. I've made a family for myself. I get to play all the time.
Like it or not, you don't belong here, or don't make this harder than it needs to be. Like it or not, you don't belong here.
Yes, I do. You can't make me do anything. I don't want to play with you anymore.
He's fled. We need to track him down. Wherever the curse is the strongest, that's where he'll go. That's where he'll feel safe.
Oh, goody. Shadow portal. Go through it, baby. Was that a bad idea? This feels like a bad idea. Don't react. Where the heck are we? Oh, we're just off over here near the Masons Guild. Oh, that's kind of convenient, isn't it?